Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and welcome. This is Ashima and in this video we'll be talking about everyday news events and current affairs. So the discussion is going to involve all the major news events and the important points associated with them, right? And for those who want to take the quiz also, for them we have an everyday live free quiz on Entry app. You can download Entry app from Google Play Store or from the link below. And there you're going to get free quiz completely free of cost. Also there's going to be free mock test series for you over there, free study material for you over there, so do check that out. That's going to be a very good rank booster for all of you. First news event is the third Arctic Science Ministerial 2021. Now this Arctic Science Ministerial was held by Iceland and Japan. Iceland currently has the presidency, or you can say the chairship of Arctic Council, whereas Japan is an observer nation in Arctic Council. So Japan is an observer nation, whereas Iceland has a chairship, and both of them together organized this meeting. This meeting was themed at Knowledge for a Sustainable Arctic, and in this it has also announced there was the representative of India was the Earth Science Minister of India, Dr. Harshvardhan. So Dr. Harshvardhan ji was the representative of India in this, and according to him, India is going to launch Nisar soon. Now, India currently has only one research center in Arctic Circle, Arctic, and that is in Norway. And Norway is the one where the headquarters of Arctic Council are there. So it also has the headquarters of Arctic Council, and where India has its own Arctic research center by the name Himadri. Right? India India's status in this Arctic Council is in the observer nations. There are 13 observer nations, including Japan and India, whereas members are 8 in this. So it includes USA, Russia, Canada, and the Nordic countries. Next, a few one-liners. HDFC has launched an artificial intelligence chatbot. The name of the chatbot is Eva, and that is in partnership with Common Services Centers. Why has this been launched? What is the purpose of this? It is because of VLEs, village level entrepreneurs. So it is for all the village level entrepreneurs, for them to provide the banking services to rural customers. What services does bank provide? What are the products? Easy management of those products. So basically linking or bringing all of them towards the digital India or the new India is the target of both of them to launch this ever. Right? Then we have Moody's. Moody's project has recently cut the GDP forecast of India for financial year 22 to 9.3%. Earlier, as per Moody's, the forecast was supposed to be was at 13.7% growth rate, but now it has been reduced. And why has this been reduced? It is because the second wave of COVID infections has hit the country on a full blank, and the localized lockdowns, economic shutdown to certain portion, that has hit India, and therefore the cut has been seen. Apart from that, Nomura, which is a brokerage company of Japan, it has also cut the GDP growth estimate of India. So it has cut the forecast to 10.8% from the earlier projection of 12.6%. Right? And this is also the same reason, that is COVID infections and the COVID wave induced lockdowns. Then Padma Kumar M. Nair has been appointed as the CEO of National Asset Reconstruction Company Limited. Now, this company is a bad bank. What do you mean by bad bank? It is a bad bank because it takes the overstressed assets of lenders and it helps them convert. Right now, currently, what is the percentage that it takes? It takes 15% of the value. 15% of the agreed value in of the loans in cash, and the remaining 85% is going to be the government guaranteed security receipts. Then Bill Nelson, he has sworn in as the 14th administrator of NASA. NASA's headquarters are in USA, and the oath ceremony of Bill Nelson was done by the Vice President of USA, that is Kamala Harris. Right? Then Ujjwala Singhania has been appointed as National President of FICCI Ladies Organization, or FLO, for 2021-2022, and this appointment is the 38th national president. So she is the 38th national president of FLO. Then we have Perseverance rover of March 2020. Perseverance rover is of NASA, and it is to study Mars, the surface of Mars, and the ancient craters that are there on Mars. And according to the recent study by Perseverance, it states that the craters used to be lakes at a point of time. Now, the camera used in Perseverance rover is very important. That is by the name Watson. So Watson is the name of the camera that is used for the detailed shots of the rocks over there. Then International Nurses Day is celebrated on 12th of May with the theme Nurses, a Voice to Lead, a Vision for Future Healthcare. And if we talk about this day, why is it observed? It is because it is the birth anniversary of Florence Nightingale, and she was born in the year 1820. So last year she had completed 200 years. Her anniversary had completed 200 years. Digital payment service provider PayPal, which exited India last month in 1st of April 2021, it has announced foreign inward remittance advice, which is an automated process to obtain monthly foreign inward remittance advice. So that there is a, first of all, what is FIRA before we go ahead? FIRA is a proof. It's a document that is a proof for all the payments and remittances from a foreign country. And this is issued by banks in India. So the exporters have to get this when they're receiving any foreign payment. Now, earlier, Indian sellers had to send manual requests to FIRA for manual requests for FIRA to PayPal. Now they can do it online. And why was the step taken to make it online? The reason was that the net zero emission target has been set by PayPal for 2040. So by 2040, it wants to reduce the emissions, and therefore, this is a digital initiative that is started. Then NASA has also signed an agreement with Axiom Space recently. And what is this agreement about? In this, Axiom is going to send its astronauts to International Space Station, or ISS. And this is the first private astronaut mission of NASA. So Axiom is a private organization and it is going to send its astronauts to International Space Station. With this, we'll be winding up this segment. Thank you so much. It has been wonderful interacting with all of you. Don't forget to like the video if you find this video helpful, and do share the video to maximum possible. Thank you so much and have a great day ahead.